today is our first show in a series about homelessness. My special guest today is Kamanthi, who used to be homeless and is now not homeless any longer. Welcome.
Hi, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
I look forward to hearing about your story. Living without a home or in a shelter is what defines homelessness today. Every night between 2.3 and 3.5 million people are homeless in the streets. Approximately between 1.5 million children are homeless every night in the streets. Veterans, 40% of homeless men who are veterans are homeless. Homelessness is a serious problem today, one that we don't really want to take a look at. It could happen to anyone in a family and with any background. You never know. There's two theories on what causes homelessness. One is based on individual circumstances, things like poverty, unemployment, minimum wage employment, unaffordable housing. The other problem is personal problems within the individual, like drugs and alcohol abuse, poor money management skills, not wanting to work. Kamanthi, could you tell us a little bit about how you ended up homeless? What is a little bit about your story?
Well, I became homeless basically due to my own poor decision making, bad choices. I started experimenting with drugs as a teenager in high school, and when we came to alcohol and cocaine, that was my downfall.
And where did it take you? I know you're from Long Island. Where did your homelessness take you? Was it very serious for you?
It was very serious. I ended up in the streets of New York City. I slept by the MetLife building in cardboard boxes. I slept on trains. I remember going to soup kitchens. And one time I even slept down at Port Authority, where I've had many negative incidents happening, such as somebody taking out a blade and slashing me across the neck.
We brought an example of what was used on you.
Yes.
This was used on you?
Yes, something just like that. And they slashed me right across the neck, right over here. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. And at another time, I was actually married at that time, and my spouse and I were both using together, and the thinking was so distorted that she had picked up a kitchen knife, and she had
we brought an example of that.
She had picked up a kitchen knife and stabbed me right in the leg, and I had lost so much blood, you know, that I had passed out. I lost that much blood, you know. So, and it was just ridiculous.
That is, so your story was very serious, and it's amazing that you're here today.
No, absolutely.
Between all the drug and alcohol abuse and the fighting and whatnot. Did you have any instances of homelessness on Long Island?
Well, yeah, absolutely. What happened with her, she ended up overdosing. Talk about my wife. She committed suicide. After that, I had decided to come back to Long Island, and I stayed with my mom, and I was clean and sober for a bit of time, and then I relapsed and started using again, and I ended up going to different rooming houses, Bellport, Coram, Central Islip. At certain times, I even slept out by supermarkets in the Coram area. Yeah, it was really very, very disturbing.
Did you ever go to any detox or rehab or halfway houses?
That was my first experience with AA, and that was when I was in this city. I didn't know a detox existed. And somebody had showed me, and I went there. And from the detox, I met people in the AA and NA, the rooms as they're known. And then I went to rehab, and then a halfway house after that. And I was 2.5 years sober after that as well. And matter of fact, then after the 2.5 years is when I fell.
And that helped you?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the beginning of your turning point.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us a little bit about your turning point?
Yeah, during this time, I was living in a rooming house in Central Islip, and it was very, very bad situation again. It seems like every time I got housed, I was housed in an active environment, meaning people using drugs. And my son was brought to visit, not in the house, outside the house, and for a short time, a brief moment. And when he left, just while he was there, I looked in his eyes, and just the guilt and the shame that I felt. He looked to me as if he didn't even know me, and that was the beginning of the end. I had some court cases going on, and I knew that I couldn't stop on my own. I've tried so many different times. So what they did, I went to the court, and I asked the legal aid how much time I could get for the little misdemeanors I had, and he told me 120 days, and I accepted it. And with all the good time and whatever, they gave me 80 days, and that was the beginning of the end. That was the beginning of the process. For me, my recovery was a process. It was not an over-the-night thing. It's not an easy thing to do. From there, I ended up going to a shelter eventually, and that's when I went to DSS, and I had told them that I was still using, and they introduced me to Family Service League, and I was also going to FEGS at the time for psychiatric help, and then I met Concern for Independent Living while I was at the shelter. They found housing for me as soon as they could, and it was very, very beautiful housing. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I share it with another roommate. In a beautiful area.
It's a nice apartment?
It's a very beautiful apartment.
Okay, we have to take a break right now. We'll be back in just a minute.
Where's yours?
Your generous support has made it possible for United Way to help build strong communities across America for over 100 years. Thank you. Now more than ever, it's crucial that we maintain the strength and vitality of our neighborhoods, towns, and cities. United Way is active in local communities 365 days a year, making a measurable difference in the lives of Americans. Helping local communities identify pressing issues and opportunities and committing the resources necessary to address them. United Way helps to strengthen America one community at a time. Your local United Way has relied on your generous support for years. Your community is counting on you. Please continue to support your local United Way. Strong communities mean a stronger America.
This is Mommy's bed. Me and Jenny were jumping on it. Mommy's gun fell on the floor. I was a cowboy. Bang, 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 bang. I said, Jenny, wake up, it's just pretend. But she wouldn't wake up.
Welcome back. Now we're going to be talking about your apartment complex. And we have some footage on that. What you were telling me was that here we have your pool, and you can tell us.
Yeah, that's inside the recreation center. It has a pool. It has a gym. Yeah, we can do workouts and everything. A beautiful Olympic-sized pool.
I see you exercising right there.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
It's very comfortable. Very nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it has laundry facilities.
Yeah, right there at the complex, right at the corner. I could walk there in 2 seconds, get my laundry done. Everything is so convenient and so beautiful.
And in here is some footage of your apartment.
Yes, it's me in the kitchen. That's the backyard right there.
Nice yard.
Yeah. That's my room.
Your actual living space.
Yeah. It's just a bedroom. And along with all of that, during the process, while that was happening, I had decided that I needed a goal, something to achieve, and that's when I decided to go back to school. And I chose broadcasting because I always wanted to do, I've wrote songs, I've copywritten stuff, and I felt that the entertainment industry is where I belonged. And once I started it, I knew right then and there that is exactly what I wanted to do.
So how long are you clean and sober now?
For about 2 years. I'm coming up on 2 years. Yes,
congratulations.
I am. Thank you. Thanks very much.
It's a big deal. And you received some awards in college.
Yes, I did. From Phi Theta Kappa, Alpha Beta Gamma, Sigma Phi Theta.
We have pictures of your awards, actually. Eileen Camille Endowed Scholarship. Yes. For communication students, Certificate of Recognition for Academic Excellence from FEGS, Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, Alpha Beta Gamma Business Society, Sigma Chi Eta, and you were inducted into. That's a lot of awards, Kimanthi.
Yes, thank you.
It's amazing the progress you have made from when you were homeless all the way up to living in this
Absolutely.
space.
It took a long time. It took a lot of hard work, but yes, I'm glad I finally made it.
And all the things we talked about, others can do. Others can contact all the different agencies we mentioned, like the Department of Social Services. And we have that contact information coming up at 631-854-9700, or the website up on the screen right there for social services. Now, social service helped you with what did they help you with?
Actually, they helped me with, they got me in touch with Family Service League.
Family Service League.
Yeah, that's for substance abuse counseling, and they also do mental health. They have abundance of services.
So we have the contact for Family Service League. And you can contact FEGS. That information we have at 212-524-1780, and or email them at info@fegs.org. Now, what do they do for you?
FEGS helps with psychiatric counseling, and which is very good because that's where you get to the core root of the problem, what's inside of you. You have to address that problem first before you can do anything else.
And then the 12-step programs also helped you, and we have contact information for them. And it is for AA 212-870-3400, or reach their website at aa.org. For NA, it's 818-773-9999, and you can reach their website at na.org, and they were very helpful. And last but not least is the Concern for Independent Living, and that's where you got all your beautiful apartment, and their contact information is 631-758-0474, and their website is concernedhousing.org. So if any of you need services or know anybody that needs services, you can contact any of those agencies or email me at ka0084@aol.com, and you could reach Kimanthi at KIMATHI1 and I won't answer immediately because I don't do my email every day, but as soon as I get it, I definitely will get in contact with you. So all those contact numbers are for Suffolk County, but if you're in another county, we'd be glad to, if you want to email us, we could get referrals for you in other counties, and we'd be glad to help you and point you in the right direction. All you have to do is just email us. And basically, we want to thank you, Kimanthi, for sharing your story and your process. I know that others can find help like you did. There's services for everybody out there. And if you can do it, others can do it too. Next time, we are going to have other homeless segments on other homeless segments of populations that are very large, are women and children, veterans, and youth. So we're going to get into a little bit more, and referrals for what those people can do in their unique situations, because there's a lot of reasons for homelessness today, and like we said, it could happen to anyone. But one thing I want to say is remember to take good care of each other. That's one thing we all can do. We can be kind and take care of each other, because you never know when homelessness can hit you or somebody you know. And till next time, I want to say, see you later.